Hi Aquarius, welcome back to Wandering Magic. These are going to be your career, finance, and money messages, and it's going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, but also listen to your Jupiter potentially for any additional messages. And let's begin. All right, so we're going to start off with our Kipper message. Your message in general to me is pretty straightforward, but of course we're going to dive in for you. So, for our Kipper message, we have House, Great Fortune, and Mature Woman. Couple things going on here with the Kipper messages. In general, this is, for some of you, you could be getting a house from a mature woman. Now, doesn't have to be a woman, it could be a man as well. Just this older person in your life could be gifting you a house. That might sound bizarre to some people and it might not sound bizarre to others. Just take it how it resonates. But essentially, this is in more depth, has to do with creating financial stability for your future self. Creating the stability of what you see for yourself in your finances. Large investments. Doesn't have to be a house, but you could be making these big investments in something that is helping you monetize and monopolize your money on a monthly, but this is more something that happens over time. Savings is going to be imperative over the next 6 months. So right now it's August. So now until early next year, essentially, this is where things are going to be pivotal. There must be some like big change that's happening early in the year. It feels good though. It feels like you've saved up to that point, and now because you've done that, saving part of it, it sets you up for further success going forward. Always a beautiful thing. So that's really that. You're investing in your future self and you're trying to see how. Definitely put as much money as you can to the side. And that's the best thing I could tell you with this. As far as your career goes, you have joyous fun, which goes into segue into telling me that you may not be in a career that you absolutely love. It's not your dream job. It's just something that's kind of getting you by for now. And with joyous fun, you just want something that's more fulfilling, something more satisfying, something that gets you up out of bed every day. And so the next couple of months, you are striving and trying to take the steps forward to get you to not necessarily your dream job, but to get you through the door of the possibility of taking you there and getting you there. What can you do now that will help you get to this joyous fun? I'm also getting that for some of you, you don't want to get out of bed. You do get out of bed, but what I'm saying is to get out of bed is a struggle because you just don't feel fulfilled. And so we're always looking to improve. We're always looking to enhance our lives, and we're always looking to the future, or at least Aquarius is apparently, especially with this, sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. But you're looking forward to the future. I love this though, because you're not thinking about the right now, you're thinking about the later. So it's like you're being super frugal at this point in your life, and there's nothing wrong with that. For your tarot messages, you have the World card. I'm gonna try to cover her up. We have the Page of Swords, and we also have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So the World card is trying to get to that place in life that is like the ultimate end all be all, like the retirement thing that you want to do from now until you're old. You're really trying to figure out, how can I get there? And taking the necessary steps to get there. I do see that you are actively taking steps to get there with this Page of Swords. You're still very early in the stage though. You're very early in, but either way, this is a beautiful place in the journey because you're not just talking about it, you're being about it. You're doing it, you're feeling it out, you're going to places, you're doing things. Oh yeah, you're going places. That was like a delayed reaction when I said that. But you're trying to take yourself out of not necessarily poverty, but you're trying to take yourself out of like whatever the opposite of financial freedom is. Like you're trying to get to financial freedom. You're trying to get to make the money, but also how can you're trying to be creative in ways to see how can the money make itself. And that's part of the investments and everything that you're doing during this time. There's a little bit of an aspect of passive income too that's going to be coming to you. So you have to figure out how you're going to get that passive income. And that could simply be like a high yield savings account. That would be considered passive income. Any accounts that give you monthly dividends, or any stocks that will give you monthly dividends, things like that. And that's what you really are going to be investing in and focusing on the next 3 months. But I'm getting more, again, the 6 months is coming in so strong. So just being consistent is key. Setting up a reoccurring amount on a monthly or weekly or bi-weekly basis, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe it's just once a month, but maybe setting up something reoccurring. But regardless, just be consistent. Just be consistent, and you are taking these active steps to be financially free. And it has to do a lot with your passion in life, and your passion in life is going to drive you in the right direction. It's going to steer you in the direction that you've needed this entire time to get you where you wanted to go. You're probably asking yourself, why did it take me so long to get here? Regardless, I'm feeling the need to shuffle and not pull from the bottom of the deck, so I'm just gonna do that. This happens time to time, although not often. And there goes 2 cards that fell. So sorry. Okay, I'm actually gonna put these back. So bear with me. Okay, there it is. We have the Chariot in reverse, and we have the 2 of Pentacles. I don't love that. I don't love that. But that's okay. So with the Chariot in reverse, I do feel like you have decided on the direction, but you can't quite take off. Like you can't, like you've chosen the trajectory, but you can't. This is again taking your time. And I also feel like this is a warning, because if you don't, you're going to fall off the horse. You're going to fall off the wagon. And this here with the 2 of Pentacles, this is showing me, and it's really confirming the message of really saving your money, balancing checks and balances. I know people don't probably use that term much anymore, but checks and balances. And so going to your financial spreadsheet, writing all these things down, organizing your thoughts, organizing your money, trying to really prioritize this percentage for this percentage for that, and turning those percentages into numbers. Really investing was at the bottom of the deck. The investment card is at the bottom of the deck. So hopefully that makes sense. And that wasn't too redundant, because I just kept hearing the same thing over and over. For your oracle message, the first one is Skull. And so this is ending, warning, and allegiance. And so ending the cycle of poverty, ending the cycle of being short on cash, ending the cycle of living paycheck to paycheck is what I'm getting with Skull. Also, some of you are working with the body or working with somebody. There's a skull here, so it could also be like neurology, working with the head, psychology, working with the mind. For some of you too, this is the gut-brain axis, right? Working with the way that your mind influences digestion, and things of that nature. It doesn't have to be one of those things. It's just things that are coming to me at the moment. Some of you working with the dead, and that could be a multifaceted of things, right? So you could be working with spirit, working in the occult. You could be working in mortuary. You could be working as a medical examiner. You could be doing forensics, something like that. That was so specific. I don't think I got too specific with many signs, but anyway, maybe that doesn't resonate with you. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Okay. And so that's that. And then you also, for your mushroom message, got guidance, and guidance says all you need to do is take the next step. Exactly that. Be present, right? We were talking about staying present and really working toward, like, you're on the right path, and just like continue going forward and being consistent. And the rest of the card says direction is more important than speed. You see what I'm saying? Just take your time, enjoy the journey, and appreciate what is right now, because you're doing everything you need to do right now. And I feel like that's what you need to know. In the next 3 to 6 months, things are going to really smooth out for you. Okay. Watch your sun, moon, and rising for any additional messages, and your Jupiter, and I'll see you next time. Bye.